Good morning, class. We start with a new chapter today, study of continents, and we'll be studying about North America, chapter number 7, page number 71. Now, in this chapter, we will be studying about the location, political divisions, major physical features, the Western Cordillera, the Eastern Highlands, the Canadian Shield, the Central Plains. And as case study, we'll be doing lumbering in Canada. Turn to page number 72, children, and please bring your pencils. Keep your pencils handy. And keep on underlining whatever you see underline, and whatever explanations I've written over there, please try and copy them down as well. Now, North America is a recently formed landmass, reshaped and modified from the Laurasia, the northern part of the supercontinent called Pangaea. The core of this continental mass, core is the central or the foundational point. Continental mass represents the old granitic craton. Craton is what? A large solid block of the Earth's surface. Craton of plate tectonics period about 1.5 billion years ago. Now, what is plate tectonics, children? Remember when we were talking about the different landforms? We studied about the fold mountains and such. So please write over there. Plate tectonics are the plates, see the Earth's crust. Okay, it is divided into different pieces, you can say, or it is divided into plates. These plates, they keep on floating on top of the mantle. See, first when we look at the structure of the Earth, we have the crust, the mantle and the core. So these plate tectonics, they keep on floating and on the mantle, and this floating is continuous. They do not stop. And this happened about 1.5 billion years ago. The western coastal part of the continent has developed later to give the continent the present shape. So the western part of the continent, this particular area, children, developed later, and hence it has got this particular shape over here. The southern tail underline of the continent as Isthmus of Panama developed only around 10,000 billion years ago to form the land masses of North America and South America connected. See over here, this is North America, this is South America, and this is where it is joined over here. So this is Isthmus of Panama. Now, coming to the founders or people who discovered. Leif Erikson, a Norseman. Who is a Norseman? A Norseman is any of the ancient Scandinavians. And what is Scandinavia? Scandinavians are people who belong to any of the above countries: Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. Now, Leif Erikson, a Norseman from Greenland, reached Cape Cod around 1000 before Christian era, but his journey was forgotten. So it was long time ago and nobody remembered his journey. There were no records as such, but his journey was forgotten. The credit of the discovery of what? The continent of North America goes to an Italian sailor, Christopher Columbus, who on behalf of Spain landed on San Salvador on 12th October 1492. Columbus believed until his death that he had reached Asia. So he was thinking that he had reached Asia, but it was not the case. That was the reason he called the people who lived there as Los Indos, the Indians. Apache Indians, they are also known as, or Native Americans, or they are also known as. Then later an Indian sailor, Amerigo Vespucci, realized that Columbus had found the new world, which was in the other side of Europe and was different from Asia. Thus the name America came into being after Amerigo Vespucci's name. So quite complicated, but then not very difficult to remember also. So two people who are credited with discovering the continent of North America. Main ones are Christopher Columbus, because all that is recorded and history demands evidence. Then Amerigo Vespucci's, who realized that Christopher Columbus did not reach Asia, he discovered a new world. Now let us quickly look at the location. Underline, the continent of North America is located entirely in the western hemisphere or the northern hemisphere. We'll see if Tropic of Equator is here, children. Tropic of Cancer. So most of the continent lies in the northern hemisphere, and we have are they showing the 0 degree longitude over here? No, it is not clear. So if it is above Tropic of Cancer, then it is the northern hemisphere. Towards this, so it is the western hemisphere. The 0 degree latitude is not shown over here. We'll see, longitude is not shown over here. We'll see if we can check it out over here. No, here also it is not clear. Okay, then come back to the chapter itself on page 72. Okay. The continent of North America is located entirely in the western hemisphere of the northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer passes through Mexico. So this we can easily see. This is the equator, this is Tropic of Cancer, and it passes through Mexico over here. Thus 3/4 of the continent is falling in the temperate zone. So 3/4 of the continent is in the temperate zone. Alright, Tropic of Cancer till here. Then North America is surrounded by oceans from all sides except in the south, where it is joined to South America by the Isthmus of Panama. See over here. To the west we have the North Pacific Ocean. Here to the east North Atlantic Ocean, and up there we have the Arctic Ocean, and here it is connected to South America by Isthmus of Panama. The Arctic Ocean lies in its north, the Pacific Ocean in the west, and the Atlantic Ocean in the east and south. So Atlantic Ocean, North Atlantic Ocean, and the South Atlantic Ocean. Now let us quickly go through. Do you know? The Europeans always dreamt of gold and silver whenever they found a new world. The names they gave to new found places testify this. So this is some interesting information here. Costa Rica, which means rich coast, Puerto Rico means rich port, and Rio de la Plata means river of silver. Now learning further about the location of the continent. North America is the third largest continent of the world, next to Asia and Africa in size. It is broad in the north and center and gradually tapers into a tail to its south. See? Broad over here and gradually tapers into a tail towards the south. The total area of North America is over 24.5 million square kilometer. Greenland, Canada, and the United States cover up 88% of the land area. The Bering Strait separates North America from Asia. Although the coastline of North America is smooth, it has many gulf, bays, straits, and inlands. See, the coastline is very smooth. It is not indented over here. Now you cannot see the Bering Strait over here, but I'll show you the other map on page 73. I have marked the Bering Sea over here. Okay, so Bering Strait is here. On both the places, in both the maps which are given on page 73, I have marked the Bering Sea. Now down below we have written, they have given us the location, extension, area, boundary, size, mountains in a small tabular table, not a tabular table but in a table as such. So quickly, this is the right important over there, and this you can read on your own. Now coming to the political divisions. Please underline, North America comprises of 23 countries. Out of these, the United States of America and Canada occupy more than 3/4 of its entire space. USA and Canada lie to the north of the Tropic of Cancer. So US, this is Canada, children, and this is US. This is the political countries of North America. Okay, so right now just see Canada here, US here, Alaska is also a part of US. Now The other countries, including the southern Mexico, fall between the Tropic of Cancer and the equator. So Tropic of Cancer is here, and this Tropic of Cancer, and this is the equator. So let us see the countries which fall between these two latitudes. We have Costa Rica. It is the equator is passing through Costa Rica. We have Nicaragua, El Salvador, and then Honduras, Belize, Guatemala, Mexico City. Okay. Now, these are also called as the Central American countries, including Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, El Salvador, and Panama. There are many tropical island countries on the Caribbean Sea, such as Cuba. I'll show you children where in the map. Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Dominica, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Grenada, Bahamas, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Barbados. These are collectively called the West Indies. Now see, can you see these countries over here? The West Indies, Havana, Cuba, Bahama Islands, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Hispaniola. Hispaniola is part of US, children. Okay. So you can see all these countries over here. Now, the major physical features we will take up in the next video. Let us quickly go through the do you know over here. Greenland is the world's largest island and is the political territory of Denmark. It is buried under sheets of ice with the thickness of 3,353 meters. So Greenland, it lies here, okay, right near the North Pole. It is frozen throughout the year. Now children, if there is something which you have not understood, okay, please note it down and I'll sort it out, explain it to you later once the school reopens. Till that time, stay safe and stay blessed.